What's up, fam? This is Legato, and today we're going to talk about NFTs. Who would have thought? I know, it's a surprise to me too. But seriously, we're going to go over upcoming projects, pre-sales, token drops, I got some giveaways for you, and get into a little bit of everything. We're going to go over things real fast, because it doesn't make sense if I talk about one project for 20 minutes. I might not even hold that NFT that long if I mint it. Whoa! But seriously, if you like NFT focused content like this, please hit that like and subscribe button below. You're gonna get weekly videos here. And check out my Twitter too, you get a lot more information faster. As I always have to say before we get into it, I am not a financial advisor. Do not take anything I say on this video as financial advice. If you think you're getting sound investment advice from someone with this sign on their desk, and who very likely has no pants on right now, you should probably rethink your life decisions. But seriously, this intro's going on too long. Let's get grimy. Let's start off with a big boy, Counterfire. This is number one on a lot of people's lists right now. 500 supply and a free mint. There's a ton of gameplay footage, trailers, teasers, movies. It's like an anime-themed MOBA and battle royale game with blockchain integration and on mobile. You can test it out on Android and iOS right now. Their Twitter has a monster following, and it's backed by some big VC names in the space, like KuCoin Ventures and Hashkey Capital. I would highly suggest playing the game, joining their Discord, and trying to get whitelisted. The next project I want to touch on is Tatsumeeko. If you check out their videos on Twitter and their website, it looks pretty cool. They've actually been building for a long time. I used to own an NFT called Me Colony on Solana like 2 years ago, which is actually related to this. Its floor as of recording this video is almost 10 Sol. And the other NFT related to this game is Ethereal Parcels, which has a floor of 0.2 ETH right now. Tatsumeeko's Uncharted Dream event is actually coming up soon, and the only way to get involved is with limited access codes. It's come up in my group a few times already because they had some crazy backers. Animoca Brands, Binance Labs, and individual seed round angel investors that include co-founders of Magic Eden, Rotten Tomatoes, Twitch, 9gag, and some other really well-known names. If you want to try your luck on getting a code, you can join my Discord in the description below. And we do have a raffle going on right now for free members. By the time you see this video, you probably got about 24 hours. So what are you still doing here? Here's another hot one, Phantom of the Kill. PotK has come in hot, and in the last few days it's been blowing up Twitter. It's still early, so there's not a ton of information, but they just dropped their first tweet. The teaser video they have shares some cool information about the game. It looks good, the website looks great. It's a mobile tactical RPG game developed and operated by Studio FGG, which boasts over 6 million downloads. This is one of those games where you can also play each other, and it can play automatically in the background. Their plan is to drop the game and then have a small supply free mint collection afterwards. So you definitely want to keep an eye on this one. Here's a real early one with not much information at all, Vallarok. All we know about this one is it's an AI-powered survival RPG, and it's supposed to be set up in a Viking-themed post-apocalyptic open world. I'm a nerd, so that sounds like it could be really cool. The video on their pinned tweet looks really good, and honestly, that's about all I know. I hear it's supposed to be a PC-based game. They're shooting for AAA quality, and I think they just finished assembling a 100-member council. But again, very limited info, so keep an eye on it. Next up is another free mint, Lean Into the Wind. This one has a really unique art style, and they got a pretty solid team. Their artist has worked on some other stuff before. He was actually the original founder of Lumi Heads, and they have some other solid people in the space on their squad as well, like Shozen, who's an advisor, and Sengo, who's the partnership manager. It definitely has a unique art style. Their tagline is, "When times get tough, we encourage you to lean into the wind." It's definitely on my list to watch as more information comes out. Here's one I actually owned 3 NFTs of at one point, Vendetta Games. These loot boxes are their second collection. This is a free mint with a supply of 2689. Their game is called Chalk River, and it definitely looks pretty cool from what I've seen so far. This mint specifically is supposed to be in-game assets like raw material, wood, metal, gold nuggets, different rarities of shotguns and cowboy hats, stuff like that. Also gold dust, and for many of us the most important thing, their VDT token. They've been talking about this IDO for a while, and they have a lot of strategic partners like Polygon Studios, Immutable, Miria, and more. I also want to quickly talk about BLAST and some upcoming BLAST projects that I have my eye on. BLAST is an L2, which has raised over $20 million from Paradigm and Standard Crypto. You know, all those blur tokens that people have staked and forgot about? This is the BLAST they were talking about. The attention on their Twitter is huge. If you're watching this video, you have most likely seen Blast or heard about it somewhere. You can join early access still, at least for a little bit longer. Basically, you stake ETH and earn points. Sometimes this kind of stuff can be incredibly lucrative, other times it's lackluster. But if you're degenerate enough to watch this channel, you're probably willing to roll the dice on it. If you want to get involved and haven't had a chance yet, I'll put some codes down in the description below, which are my referral links. Feel free to use them or not. You can earn points by referring, staking, bridging, spinning, following them on Twitter. Pretty much everything except send them foot pictures. Though maybe that's coming soon. But seriously, there's a lot of hype going around Twitter right now about Portal being a banger if you got involved in that pre-sale before, or even the public sale. And Blast is definitely another one on my list. It's so popular that there's actually a lot of projects that my group has requested whitelists for, and the blockchain isn't even live yet. I want to quickly go through a couple of them now, but there's definitely more. First up is Blastopians, pixel PFP art. They're gunning to be that flagship pixelated PFP project on Blast when it launches. But they also give you the ability to farm an airdrop through them. You'll have to read the Medium article that goes over everything about how they're doing it and the staking and the points. But the TLDR is 100% of their developer airdrop that they're getting is being distributed to Blastopians holders and stakers. Definitely check it out. Next up is Blast Runners, and they say they're going to be launching day 1 on Blast mainnet. It's a fully on-chain game that's decision-based. The art looks pretty cool. This is totally my style. If you go on their website, you can check out their art, different characters, bosses, edge runners, workers, their white paper, and all that stuff. As of the time of recording this video, you can also apply for an allow list directly on the website by connecting your Twitter and going through some other things. So if you want to be early in on something and you like this, definitely check it out. The last Blast project I want to mention briefly here is BAC, Blast Auto Club. If you go to their website and check it out, their video looks pretty cool. Very unique art style. I think it's AI or AI assisted. And not only did the official Blast Twitter actually tweet about them, but BAC is an Ultiverse ecosystem project. And if you haven't heard about Ultiverse and its 400k Twitter followers, backing by Binance Labs and Sequoia, and all the biggest names in the space involved, I'm assuming you're watching this video because I am just so handsome and not because you're interested in NFTs. But back to BAC, their lucky draw event is about to start. It's basically a whitelist lottery that you can enter on their website, so definitely keep an eye on that. Next upcoming opportunity I want to talk about is Block Games, specifically their block token. Their Block Games Dice NFT has had over 7,500 ETH in trading volume, which is pretty nuts. Its floor is at almost half an ETH as of recording this video. If you haven't heard about them, who are you? No, but seriously, if you haven't heard about them, they got a lot of funding and partnerships, Aptos, Polygon, BNB, Google, super connected. They were founded in partnership with Estodi, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's a monster mobile gaming studio with over 50 million active players. Active monthly players. That's a lot. The pre-sale for their block token is coming up soon, and if you don't hold an NFT, the only way you have a chance of being involved in the pre-sale is if you're fortunate enough to get a lucky roll code, like the one on the screen right now. That was pretty shameless, you like that? But in reality, by the time you see this video, unless you were one of the first people, that code's already gone. My group was lucky enough to collaborate with them, and we are sharing a few codes in the free section of our Discord. So if you want to come hang out, learn about Omega Alpha, and win some free codes, now might be a good time. Since I am talking about token and airdrops, lastly I want to quickly mention Butter. The Butter exchange is based on the Mantle blockchain, which if you were involved with early already had its own airdrops, and I think is still rolling some out. But Butter is a little bit more low-key and hasn't actually dropped their token yet. We have a whole section in our Discord for people who farm airdrops and tokens. I admittedly don't have time to go deep into that too much, but Butter is one that I'm specifically getting volume on because I'm pretty bullish on it. Full disclosure, I do own one Genesis Baker NFT which has a floor price of like half an ETH right now. The idea is that the more swaps you do, the more liquidity you provide, the more referrals you get, and of course if you do own a Genesis NFT, the speculation is that this definitely may be a banger. I'm going to put my referral code in the description below. Again, I am biased on this one. My group did partner with them like a year ago, but I'm pretty bullish on their team, so this one's on my short list. And boom, there we have it. Alpha projects, tokens, shameless giveaways, incredibly attractive YouTubers. This video pretty much had it all. If you like this kind of content and want to see more, please like this video and subscribe. It helps it get out there to more and more people. You can also follow me on Twitter for more information, giveaways, random threads and posts about upcoming projects, and any other random Web3 stuff that I talk about. If you think there is a project that I'm fading and I should absolutely talk about it in the next video, definitely let me know.